the point I was making, or no? Should I start over?
No, Khalas, we don't need anything from you. No, I'm joking, of course. Welcome everyone back to the nerdiest show on the internet, Books Received. We have a couple more books to address, and then we're going to actually release everyone here and whoever's watching. First, really important issue that we need to discuss very quickly, and that is all of this will be available on statushour.com, which means that if you're listening, you've already been there, but just as a note, the material on the books will actually be appended to the show. So you could go to the show, you could watch the show as you're watching. Below or around or next to the player, you will find material about the books, and that will provide more background. If you would like to review the book, all you have to do is just read the text and send an email to info@statushour.com or info@jadaliya.com, indicating which book you would like to review, and we'll send you a copy and you'll review it, and you can get to keep the copy, especially if the review doesn't suck. All right. No, I mean, if the review is like, professional, as in you can critique, but the review has to be serious and address the trappings of a good book review.
Before we wrap up our show, we have one more text that we'd like to discuss. It is called Goodnight Bush by Eric Origin and Gan Golan. And it is a take on Goodnight Moon, the book for children. This is not a book for children, in case you were wondering. It says an unauthorized parody here, by the way. So it has not been prepared, approved, or authorized by the creators of Goodnight Moon or their heirs or representatives. And it is basically a wonderfully illustrated satire of former President George W. Bush, going to bed and saying good night and implicitly goodbye to the Constitution, to privacy, to civil rights, to human rights, and of course, finally, to Dick Cheney. And it's a great way to, as we go through, all sorts of uplifting moments in contemporary history, to sort of have a good laugh at one another and ourselves, and at the powers that be.
With that, I think we should just share that we are finishing our first episode, and I don't know what to call it, episode, program, show. It is a show, and we look forward to doing this more. What we actually are looking for as well is some feedback from everybody within the ASI team, status team, within the network. We are looking forward to hearing back from you, because this is actually really weird. I mean, who does that? I mean, we're doing this because of our mission of trying to bridge the ivory tower and the a broader public. So we're hoping that this wasn't painful. You have anything to?
I mean, my back hurts, but that's not the kind of pain you're talking about. No, this just to add to what Bassam says, this is a great way for us to be able to bring the often sort of narrower field of academics to a broader audience, and to make things accessible in many directions, and to discuss the state of the world with the public. What?
Don't do it, Bassam.
And also to elaborate on many different kinds of texts, to bring the broader institutional disciplines of academia to your mothers, grandfathers, sisters, brothers, dogs, cats, goats, and chickens. Abdullah and Ziad, do you want to weigh in? Are you able to grasp? Not to grasp. Ignore that.
Any parting shots?
To grasp what?
Salvos.
Okay, guys.